Mr. Powers, let me just pick up on what the senator just said. I heard you say you're going to, within weeks, if you're confirmed, and I think you will be, that you'll establish benchmarks and markers. If you come back and testify before us in early January of next year, do you think you'll be able to say that you will have achieved those benchmarks and milestones that you're going to set out very soon?
I think I can come back and tell you what those benchmarks and milestones are and when we expect to get those checked off. Not getting them actually completed by January. That's not going to happen.
Okay, I see. Well, we'll explore that further. Thank you, but thank you very much for that answer. Senator Kaine, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and this is a great panel, all people highly qualified for the positions. Mr. Coleman, you began and finished your testimony with the United States is worth defending, and it made me think if the United States is worth defending, and we all believe that it is, then public service to the United States is worth defending. I found it interesting, a common theme in all of your opening testimonies, and you each write them independently, but you all emphasize the deep connections that both you and family members have had to the service of the United States in civilian capacities, in military capacities, in judicial capacities. Each of you walked through your life and chose to allocate a lot of your 5 minutes to talk about your justified pride in serving the country. I've got an awful lot of public servants in Virginia who are right now feeling like they've just been cast aside. And this is not about any of you, but in the same way that you feel pride in having served the country and excitement about this next opportunity for service, in the same way that a whole lot of people in this room and a whole lot of people behind me up here feel pride that they've chosen to serve their country by being U.S. public servants. Tens of thousands of public servants have been riffed, doged, kicked out, fired, locked out of their office, placed on administrative leave with virtually no process to analyze the merits of their service, the productivity of the office they work in, or their own careers. A whole lot of them have been fired for the simple reason that they're probationary, that they can be fired, that they're in their first year of service and they have little recourse. Because the federal civilian service is about 30% veteran compared to the public sector being in the single digits veteran, the victims of this mass firing of federal employees in the last 8 months have been disproportionately veterans, overwhelmingly veterans. DOD civilians, USAID employees, because veterans serve long periods of time, and then when they transition to civilian workforce, even if they've been in the military for 25 years, in that first year, you're a person of great expertise, but you're a probationary employee just like a 23-year-old who can be cast aside like you're trash. And so I'm glad that each of you in your own way decided when you had 5 minutes before the committee, the thing that you really wanted to tell us about yourself was your pride in serving this nation in a whole variety of different ways. And I want everyone who serves this country to feel proud of it, to want to do it, and to feel respected and appreciated for having done it. Mr. Coleman, I appreciated our visit in the office a lot, and this is a really important post, as all of your posts are important. I'm the lead Democrat on the Sea Power Subcommittee, so the Navy Marine issue is really important to Virginia, really important to me. One of my kids is a Marine reservist. How are you going to, should you be confirmed in the Navy, ensure a smooth transition for employees who were in the deferred resignation program or the voluntary early retirement authority? How can you manage that in a smooth way while maintaining operational readiness?
Senator, thank you for the question. And the civilian workforce that we have is critical to our national security and the Department of the Navy. And the decisions that were made previously was not something I took part in, but future transitions of individuals, and if we do need to make right-sizing adjustments, need to be made done in a data-driven way to ensure that we're making the right decisions for the Department of the Navy. One opportunity we could explore is something similar to the TAPS program that the active duty military has to look at what options to transition are. Shipbuilding and workforce is a critical thing that we have to think about in the private sector. There could be opportunities to take folks who have adjacent expertises and help make those seamless transitions happen for them. But I look forward to diving in deeper and understanding the problem more deeply.
You and I talked in my office, and I won't go further into it, about the Brandon Act, which is an act that I helped get passed to really focus upon the mental health needs of sailors, and there's components to it that are applicable throughout the defense enterprise. Really important that those resources be available, that there be no stigma attached to seeking mental health services. I know that you share that goal. And then the last thing is, we talked about the civilian workforce, but you were also a reservist. Talk about the way to make sure that our reservists are really fully, integrated into the Navy mission.
Senator Kaine, thanks for the question. There's an immense, to the chairman's point, eagerness to serve our country with very unique skill sets. And I think the reserves has a unique opportunity to take the existing reserve members we have and bring in new members for very targeted skill sets that we can put them into roles so they can have immediate impact within the Department of Navy. I think of people who are in banking or consulting or are on the front lines of manufacturing that we need direct insight into in the service. I think we can find ways to make use of their skills very quickly.
Thank you for that. I yield back, Mr. Chair.